Hello, I'm Dr. Reiser.
And I'm Dr. Pitiak, and we are researchers at the Glacial Core Institute here in the North Pole. We study climate change and the effects it has on Earth's biodiversity.
Recently, we have been experiencing drastic changes in the temperature of the Earth, and some of the animals we've been studying are not responding well.
But that's where you guys come in.
Meet Lucky. She is a 6-month-old polar bear cub.
Unfortunately, Lucky has been separated from the rest of her family. They, like many other animals, have migrated to areas where the ice is thicker and the temperatures are colder.
We aren't sure how, but Lucky got left behind, so we need your help to reunite her back with her family.
We have tracked the location of both Lucky and her family members,
and will remain in contact with you throughout the journey.
We need you to get Lucky from here, right outside the research lab, all the way to here, where the rest of her family is located.
Once the doors open... It says we have a call coming in from Paris, France. Hello, Dr. Reiser speaking?
Bonjour, this is Saira. I was just watching your broadcast, and sure, Lucky's kind of cute, but I was just wondering, what does all this have to do with me?
Hold please, we have another call. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling from Peru right now, and I have to say I'm loving the warm temperatures. I have degree in Saira. What's the big deal?
Hi guys, well, I'm glad you asked. Even though you are each currently in areas where the weather is nice, the environmental changes will impact you as well. The polar ice caps have melted in a greater acceleration in the last 20 years compared to the last 10,000. NASA even released images showing the difference between the polar ice caps in 1984 versus 2016.
Ice sheets in the North and South poles are decreasing by the minute, and no area of the globe will be left unaffected. It might seem strange, but the environmental conditions of Earth's poles play a major role in determining the various climates of the rest of the world.
When harmful gases and pollutants like carbon dioxide enter the atmosphere, they collect and trap heat that is reflected from the Earth's surface. This causes extreme weather changes across the globe, rising sea levels, and the disruption of natural habitats.
Since the white ice of the poles naturally reflects the light from the sun back into space, when the surfaces melt, that light is absorbed in the water and the sea temperatures increase, which can disrupt normal ocean circulation.
In healthy circumstances, the circulation of the ocean maintains balance by the polar ice caps pushing down on the denser ocean saltwater, which sinks and floats as part of the global ocean conveyor belt. According to National Geographic, Arctic sea ice has thinned significantly over the last 50 years and has decreased altogether by about 10% in the last 30.
With fewer ice caps and glaciers to push the saltwater beneath the surface at the poles, it is unable to be transferred to the equator and the rest of the world, throwing the essential fluctuation of ocean water salinity completely out of balance.
Melting ice caps also cause a detrimental rise in water volume. With the ice melting into the ocean with nowhere else to go, rapidly rising sea levels have resulted in storm surges, sinking lands, and eroded coasts. There have already been instances in the places like the Gulf of Mexico and the South Pacific in which major evacuations have been called to retreat from the rising sea levels.
The Earth is heating, the polar ice is melting, and living organisms are suffering, all because of human activity, especially the burning of fossil fuels, and the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. When the ice caps melt, increased water floods our nations, the natural circulation of water across the globe is broken, and countless species, like Lucky and her family, face starvation and shelter loss. Help us reunite a family separated due to relocation, and when you go home, help us all by being more mindful of your energy consumption.
You can reduce your carbon footprint by using renewable energy sources like solar or wind energy. You can ride your bike or walk more to cut down on carbon emissions and turn the water off when you are not using it. From unplugging unused outlets to turning your lights off when you leave a room, these little things can and will make a difference.
Well, now that you know how important our research is, I hope you're extra excited to help us out. Once the doors open, you will take your seats in the terrain vehicle that corresponds to the number assigned to your party at the entrance. Be sure to fasten your seatbelts because it may get a little bumpy. If you're prone to motion sickness, have back or heart conditions, or simply are not ready for the journey ahead, we ask that you skip out on this trip.
I think that about covers everything. Have an awesome trip. Now bundle up. It's really cold out here. The Arctic can reach temperatures below freezing.
Good luck!